reminds me of a little story about a big man who died and went to the other side. On that day, God had decreed that whoever arrives must choose where to go, whether heaven or hell. So this man was excited. He demanded to visit hell first. And he got into something which looked like a lift, and he went down to hell. When the doors opened, things were glorious. The devil had no tail. The devil had no horns. He even met his friends. They were healthy, eating well, drinking well, making merry. Then it was time up, and he then demanded to be taken to heaven. In heaven, the picture was nice. Angels floating around, good music, the Lord Almighty presiding and reigning supreme. Finally, he was asked, what's your choice? Because you are not going to be judged. There's no judgment today. Judge for yourself. He thought, you know, these bishops have been telling lies and spoiling the name of the devil. The devil is a very fine man. He looks after his people. Now all these imams in the mosque making noise, saying, Satan, Satan. This man is not bad at all. And in any case, heaven seems to be overrated. As a matter of fact, it's a bit boring. That was the debate in his head. So when the angel asked him to choose, he said, I have chosen that I'll go to hell, now that I've seen it with my own eyes. And the angel said, get into the lift. He got into the lift, and it took him down, but when the doors opened, things had changed. The place looked like a desert. His friends were wearing dirty clothes. They were eating from the garbage pit. And the devil was now complete in his devilish regalia. The tail was out, the horns were out, and he was carrying a whip. So he tiptoed towards the devil and said, excuse me, sir, you remember me, don't you? I was here the other day. You surely remember me. And Lucifer said, go to hell, I don't remember you. What do you have to say anyway? He said, you know, the other day things were very nice here. Things have been changed for the worse today. What's happening? The devil said, I'm sorry, my friend. The day you came, we were campaigning. So, now, therefore, we need to tell our people to know that there's life after campaigns. Okay. We need to storm the continent of Africa to tell them that, you know, we can make Africa great again. We have to empower our people to take back their country. Why? Because the demand for money is based on the reality that politicians don't deliver. So now they want cash on delivery. Can you give credit to somebody you know will not pay you? You say first hand over your phone, then you pay me, I give you your phone after you have paid me. Park your car. So the voters have now become like the common loan sharks. Cash on delivery or security. That is what informs the voters. But it is also possible to empower voters. I had very little money in '96. My opponent probably had thousands more money than me. 1,000 times. But I told the voters that eat that money, but in your mind make a resolution that play with my stomach, don't play with my brain. There's even a local catchword in our language. Tuki ia, pe tuki wia. And it solved our problem. It is possible to empower people to also eat that money. Now, finally, it is possible if the people understand that despite eating people's money, that is all they are going to get. But it is possible for them actually to change the game, because the game is stacked against the ordinary person. So we shouldn't just play the game the way it is. We should change the game. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Honorable Nobert said it here. Even some of us, if it were money, at least I exonerate the people of Gulu. If it were money, I would not be here. Where 25, you go 25 million is already thrown there. And why is it that money is available for that, and yet money is not available for health, it's not available for education, not available for providing safe water to our people, money is not available for innovation for our youth. Why should we do that? For example, the soldiers, you find them there running, very active. And me for one, I had one, and I even wrote to Electoral Commission, but the person was above the law of Uganda. So nobody should be put above the laws of Uganda. Electoral Commission failed completely to put down that person to order. So I just would like to say, if we love Uganda, we should not look at money above everything. And I want to tell you that the way I cry also for our country, Uganda. Because even at primary level, you find your child running to you. Mommy, can you give me some money? I go and buy sweets. To go and ask my what? To go and ask my friends to elect me to become a prefect. Look at the universities. When the universities are conducting their elections, guild elections, you find that all, sometimes State House, I know State House went to Gulu University to support a person who was leaning towards NRM or NRM candidate. This is unfortunate. We have made commercialization or monetizing election in Uganda so deeply rooted that really, and it is this regime. And I just also would like to say, when we talk about corruption, it's deeply rooted in the electoral process. Look at those ambulances. So those who buy ambulances are the people who are given, they are credited. But buying ambulances is not the domain of members of parliament or elected leaders. Elected leaders have their roles, which should be categorically spelled out to people. Sensitization is not there and is done deliberately.
Why does it portray that those in government are looked at as the angels, and therefore the others not in government are just a bunch of useless people? And we are trying as much as possible to make the world know that actually the opposition in any democracy is a speedy governor, a brake in some vehicles, to check the excesses of the sitting government. Some of us are not afraid to be referred to as members of the opposition, because we believe those in the opposition have a duty to carry. Well, much as it is a dictate upon us, we have also asked that the framers of the 1995 Constitution, I think, didn't think this title. While those we copy from have gone ahead to call it the leader of the minority, to us are slow to learn that putting it in the opposition gives it a negative connotation. And we shall continue to say that as we think of amending the necessary laws, we shall also see how we talk about amending that particular nomenclature, so that whoever is not in government is not looked at in a negative way, but also looked at in a more constructive way, that they can contribute to national building and that they want to shape the destiny of how politics and governance of their country is made. I want to thank you. I want to wish all of you successful elections in 2021 and pray that when these laws come, let's all play our part. Many times, the Electoral Commission has also not played its part, and they leave the part of civic awareness, maybe to civil society actors, and the politicians themselves. So the politicians will speak what they think their voters want to listen to.
We are celebrating what's happening in Sudan now. But we may be having a terrible dictator coming up. This is it. It's trending on the social media, Bashir is gone. But we may be preparing another Bashir now. Tango Doi, Professor, you know I respect you. The best present you can give Uganda, can you join us? You should be asking me where.